The King Who Lost America. In the history of the United States, the name of King George III of England is linked to the struggle for independence and the creation of a new nation. Known as the King Who Lost America, George III played a crucial role in the events that led to the American Revolution and the eventual separation of the American colonies from British rule. In this video, we will explore the life of George III and his influence on the events that led to the independence of the United States. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay up to date with our updates. George III was born on June 4, 1738, and ascended to the British throne in 1760. During his reign, Great Britain was in a period of colonial expansion and faced both internal and external challenges. In relation to the American colonies, the king adopted an uncompromising stance and a policy of strict control over them. One of the main triggers of the American Revolution was the imposition of taxes and restrictive trade measures by Great Britain. Acts such as the Sugar Act and the Stamp Act generated growing discontent in the colonies. Despite protests and resistance from the colonists, George III remained steadfast in his position to maintain control and ensure obedience to the crown. The situation worsened over time, and tensions between the colonists and the British government escalated. The famous phrase, "no taxation without representation," encapsulated the colonists' sentiment that they were being unfairly taxed without a voice or vote in the British Parliament. Protests and riots multiplied, and George III responded by sending troops to suppress the resistance. The Declaration of Independence of the United States, drafted in 1776, was a direct response to the oppressive government and the lack of representation for the colonists. While it cannot be solely attributed to George III, his inflexible attitude and determination to maintain control contributed to the creation of an increasingly strong independence movement. The war between the colonies and Great Britain lasted over 8 years and ultimately culminated in the victory of the American rebels and the Treaty of Paris in 1783, which recognized the independence of the United States. George III was stripped of his dominion over the American colonies, and the new nation emerged on the world stage. The later history of George III was marked by mental health problems that affected his ability to govern. Although he lost America, his reign left a profound mark on world history and the shaping of the United States as an independent nation. If you are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to follow us on all our social networks, which will be here below in the description. Remember, history is the memory of time, and the warning of the future.